I'm Justin Betty, and joined now by Johns Hopkins head coach Jim Margraff and running back Brandon Cherry. Coach, you guys kind of become the dominant team in the conference lately. You're going for your sixth title in a row. What's your expectations for this year?
You know, we've been on a good run. We've been playing very well, but we lose our entire offense. So we've got a lot of questions to be answered. Our guys know each season's unique, but you know we're proud of what we've done in the past. There's a heck of a lot of work to be done though, and our guys are ready to go.
One of the best offensive lines too. You mentioned the whole offense really graduating. Who are you looking to step in and kind of be the guys up front?
You know, we graduated 4 great football players, and we do have the 5th one who starts for us. Colin Egan has done a great job, but I could see us playing an awful lot of guys. Certainly, the first several games we're normally an up-tempo offense, so we'll be rotating 2 centers, 3 guards, 3 tackles. But you know, we talk to our guys all the time about do you want to spend your time or invest your time when you're behind folks. So I think these guys truly have invested their time. We had a great spring, but there's no pads on the spring, so we'll find an awful lot out in the next week or 2.
Brandon, this question's for you then. Since you have a fairly new line in front of you as a running back, is that your role to kind of help coach them, or do you just let them do their thing and make sure you're running behind them?
Well, I let the coaches do the coaching. I feel as if they're very hungry and ready to step into the big role that they have been following for the last couple years. I feel as if it's a great thing, like when they had mentors in Vinny, Armand, Kevin Quinn, and Ben Cranston, basically 3 All-Americans on our line. So they've seen what the type of work and what they have to do to be successful in our conference, and I feel as if they'll be ready come season.
Senior quarterback from last year graduated, Robbie Mady. Who do you look to step into his shoes at quarterback?
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. We've had a great run at quarterback, 4 years of Hewitt Tomlin, 2 years of Robbie Mady. Coming into this year, we've got 3 guys out of battle for the position, but Braden Anderson, he's a rising senior. He was voted captain, so our players obviously have a ton of confidence in him. You know, Braden hasn't played a lot over the last couple of years, but when he's been out there, he's been very, very effective, throwing for about 68%, completing 68% of his passes. And again, he's got some great leadership qualities. We do have a young guy, Jonathan Germano, who's a sophomore. He was a terrific player at Bergen Catholic. He'll do anything. He's just a great football player. He caught a pass as a wide receiver last year. He returned punts for us. Again, he's just a guy who loves to play football. And then Will Nunn, who's a rising junior, who's a strong arm guy. So there are 3 guys going into camp. And we're excited to see that competition play out.
We've been talking about Brandon here as a running back, but he's not the only running back you have. You have Stuart Walters back. How would you compare and contrast the 2 of them?
Yeah, we really feel good about our running backs. Certainly, Brandon was first team all-conference last year. Stuart Walters is certainly a talent and did very well. There's also another freshman, rising sophomore, Denisio Roman, who played very well last year. So we're excited about that. Brandon and Stuart are both excellent backs. The nice thing is they both do everything well. They're very good runners. They're good blockers. They're excellent receivers, which enables you to do a lot with your offense. There's been times in the past you might have a great running back, but you just can't toss them the ball. We could do anything with these 2 guys. So the great thing about it is there's a lot of similarities. When they both turn downhill, they're both very explosive. I think the only difference would be, you know, Stuart has that little acceleration through the hole, where Brandon can cut on a dime, make a quick jump cut, and go. But they're both very effective football players.
Brandon, how would you compare and contrast yourself to the other running backs in your guys' stable?
Well, obviously the 2 other ones are a little bigger than me. Denisio benches 370.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, and Stu's a little. He's bigger, about a 5'11", 205, 210. So I guess that just gives defenders like different ways to tackle. Maybe they'll go for their legs, seeing as if they're a little bit bigger, and then try to form tackle me. But I'll say the differences. Those would be the differences. The similarities is just we all have a passion to have a positive impact on a team. Me and Stu, we both would like to have the ball in our hand at all times, but having 2 great backs and even 3, we'll see with Denisio, gives us a little time to recover between each drive and keeps us healthy throughout the season.
Coach, we talked about reloading, revamping your offense, but you do have 9 starters back on defense. That has to help. Talk about some of your leaders on defense, if you would.
We're in good shape defensively, and we are a defensive-first football team. We've always been that way, but we're very excited about the guys we have coming back up front. We have Michael Rocco, who plays on the inside for us, and both Mike Longo and Matt Connery, who play on the edges. And all three outstanding players, all three outstanding students. They all took the MCATs this past week, all pre-med majors, all were dean's list last semester. And Brandon had a 3.86 last semester, too. So we've got some really bright guys, hard workers, but they're the meat of our team up front. Back to the linebacker core, we've got Keith Corliss and Hani Nabi, both our starters coming back. And in the secondary, Ryan Rice has been our leader. We've got a number of guys with a lot of playing experience back there, but Ryan's been our leader. He's been a great corner for us. You'll probably see him at safety a little bit this year, too.
Having so much experience on defense, as you mentioned, they're all bright guys. Does that give you some more flexibility to do different things on defense, be more creative with play calling or anything?
In Division III, I think it's tougher than Division I sometimes. We see so many different types of offenses. Yeah. So you might come out in your base defense, whatever you call that, in the first week, and by day 2, day 3, you're on a whole bunch of different calls. So, yeah, it helps to have bright guys. We have an excellent coaching staff, and the experience will certainly help this year.
Question for either one of you guys who'd like to talk first. Again, I'm assuming high aspirations this year, but what are your goals for the team?
We try to stay focused. It's not to be cliche, but we're just trying to get better each week. And it's been very successful for us. Again, our guys know this season's not last season, so there's a lot to prove. We have a really tough first third of the season coming at us, so there's a lot to get done. I think our guys, I think Brandon made a great observation before about our offensive line, but a lot of guys are hungry to show what they can do. We've had some success in the past. They know this is their time to write their own history.
Brandon, do you have any goals for the year, whether they're personal or team-oriented?
Our goal right now as a team is just to beat Randolph-Macon, which is our first game of the year. Coach emphasizes just focusing on one game at a time. So that's the only goal right now, to beat Randolph-Macon.
Coach, Brandon, thank you. Thanks so much, you guys. Good luck this year.
Thank you.